The following is a fan-based discussion and is owned by Toei Inc. and Bandai. We claim no ownership to the shows we are discussing and is based on pure opinion.
Welcome, everybody.
It's Tokucast Top 10.
Hello.
This one we're doing a little, I guess, this one isn't a suggestion.
It is.
Oh, it is? I can never remember. We have so many of
It
them.
is, but it's one we've also wanted to do for a while.
Thank you so much, people, for commenting on things.
But this is one we have wanted to do for a while. This is the Top 10 Sentai Roll Calls.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a lot of fun making this list.
And just to clarify, these are roll calls, not henshin, so this is after they have transformed and they are announcing their name and title.
Right.
And color.
Yes.
We don't have a lot of honorable mentions in this one.
I do.
But
I don't,
you
but-
do.
I have two. I'm so upset they didn't make this list. Magi Rangers and Deca Rangers. I love
I have one.
the both of these so much. I like it when they end up having titles before like their actual thing. And
Magi Rangers was a bit long.
I know Magi Rangers is a bit long, but Deca Rangers, I really like it because, you know, this is what they do as cops. So I love it. I just think it's all so much fun.
Magi.
Majito. But yeah, it's great. I love everything. Deca Rangers is just one of my favorite Sentais. So it's going to be on a lot of the list for me, but I really love it.
My honorable mention is didn't make the list the same reason for Magi Ranger. It's a lot of talking, and it's Geki Ranger. Unbreakable Buddy, Geki Rento. It was very fun, but God, they talk a lot.
They do, but I mean, it's a good thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so it's like for shows like especially these three who came out within a few years of each other. I just realized it just works for what these shows are, and I love it.
That's it for the honorable mentions. Time for number 10.
Number 10, Changeman.
This one made the list mainly because those are some really well-designed poses.
Yes.
During the roll call.
Yes.
Change Griffin,
The best.
Change Dragon,
Change Pegasus, Change Phoenix, and Change Mermaido.
Mermaido. But
It's just a lot of fun. Change
and the graphics going on behind them are also very pleasing to the eye.
This show is great, and we love basically everything about it. So it works for itself, and I think that's
the criteria that we kind of were going for this list was memorability, just kind of how fun it was to participate with it. Because that's the point of the roll call, is for the kids watching at home
or us,
kids at heart, to kind of just take part with what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So,
especially for this one,
and we took part with Change Griffin.
Change Griffin every single time because she's changed motherfucking Griffon, if y'all know. So it's just so much fun. I love
Number
Change
9.
Griffin.
Number 9, Ghost Sager.
This one,
Sky Power,
Sky Power, Landic Power,
Skick Power.
and
Skig Power,
and Seek Power. It was really
First time I saw the subtitles, I was like, Skick Power. That's
Skick
interesting.
But it was a really interestingly designed cinematography-wise on what they did, which I did enjoy. I enjoyed what they were, the choreography and the dialogue with the Skyic Power, Landic Power, even though every time we watched it in college, you made dick jokes.
Look, it wasn't my fault. They set themselves up. They land on that dick power. But it's great.
How do you respond to that?
You don't.
This is the only season where I like it where
Lips?
the lips on the helmet work. And I just really like... Ghost Sager has a lot of back and forth on its own merit. Because a lot of people are like, I don't really like this show. I like this show. But it's just like, I'm very in the middle. But I still like the show. But I really like this roll call.
Yes. Number 8. Are you still laughing at
You're welcome to edit that.
I don't know what I'm laughing at. Anyway, number 8, Go Kaiger.
Normally we end up going for the ones that end up having like something actually before they end up saying their color. But
the memorability in this one...
It's extremely memorable. It's also fast.
Yeah.
It's easy to remember.
Unless you're Silver, who's milking it for every
Oh,
moment.
yeah, we had to wait
yeah,
about
but
5
the thing
years.
is, with Silver, it works.
Yeah,
He's a Super Sentai fanboy himself, so he's going to milk it as much as he can.
Yeah,
and it's the only one I remember all the poses for.
Yeah, I just end up saying, whenever Silver ends up coming on the screen, go make a sandwich, come back, he'll be done.
Maybe.
I love milking Silver. Always will. Moving on to number 7, we have Tokucast.
I like this one, not really for the roll call part, because they don't really say much except...
Hi.
Russia Sentai Tokucast.
Well, let's say their numbers.
But no, they really don't.
No, they do.
What they do?
Yeah.
When? Because it's
the announcer does.
The announcer does. I'm talking about the announcer says they're not them. But it's still, I like how...
I still like it, though, because it fits with the whole train
It does.
thing.
And I like it, and I like how it's repeated.
Yeah.
Tokyo Ichigo. Tokyo Ichigo. Which does make it take a little longer, but you're right with Pink. Hi. That's great. And the spiral effect at the end is really
I love
cool.
the corkscrew bit.
I love it when they get all 7 of them.
Oh, God. How'd they fit all of them?
By
wide angle lens.
Very far.
It was, but it was a very...
Using a wide angle lens.
The graphics in the CG was very good at this game.
Victorious imagination. Number 6, Gao Ranger.
When we came up with this list, I learned that there is this thing in some Sentai roll calls that I just love, and it's whenever they slap their hands on the ground. This Kyoryuger, I don't know why, I just think that's so cool because it's the hype the train up. Gao Ranger was really cool. The poses were fun. They had the title thing that we really like, and just the choreography was just so much fun.
If only the show was just a little bit better.
It had its moments.
Yeah, Wild Horse did it better, sadly.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Number 5, Super Sentai Car Ranger.
I don't like Car Ranger, but I can't argue with that. I can't argue with this roll call. It was so fun.
It's great.
It's so much fun. I love all the sound effects when they're posing. It's so much fun. It's just Car Ranger was one of the most fun all around Sentai, and that really just made this one. It's just I love this roll call. I love how over the top it is. I love how it's because we watched
why are there constellation for cars? Who cares?
We don't know.
Who cares?
But we watched all of the roll calls in order. We watched Turbo Rangers before this, and I love how much this is just a legitimate parody of that.
Oh, exactly.
Because it's so much fun. It's just
even though Alpha Ranger also kind of parodied it a little bit too with the side view thing.
Yeah,
but anyway,
that's not really a parody, more of an homage.
Fair enough.
But for this one, Car Rangers is so much fun. They're always protecting traffic safety.
Yes.
Look, kids, buckle your seatbelts. Look away before you walk across the road.
Nowadays, it's don't text and drive.
That too. They'll probably do that too. Car Ranger keeps it on the up and up. But I do just love it.
And if we forget, Car Red will always be there to put on plays for us.
Yes. And we only have a couple of weeks before we end up, at the time of we recorded this, we only have a couple of weeks before we end up doing this one.
Looking forward to it.
I'm still looking forward to it. So much joy. Number 4.
Rather recent one, Zyuohger.
They're the champions. Of
my friends.
Whatever they are.
Well, the visuals are very good.
Yes.
Being in the queue of their morpher, which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. The fact that they each have their own element, which
I love how you end up having them in the front, and then at the end of it, there's a close up of them in the background.
Mm-hmm.
It's
on their chest for the emblem because of
I just think that's just so aesthetically pleasing.
It is. Not to mention, it just gets funnier with the more Rangers they get because. Champion of the world, Zio the world,
Zio the world,
champion of champions, Zio Vale. I'm not looking at the camera. Fuck you.
It's so good.
It was awesome though.
It's so much fun. I love. Zyuohger's been a great season, especially after the last 3. So I'm just so excited.
Kyoryuger was good.
After the last 3, where it wasn't based on just one Ranger. But yeah,
I'm
very
sorry.
excited for this.
Zyuohger's kind of based on one Ranger,
but they don't make it seem like that.
Yeah, but he's
after the last 3 where it was just Red, but this one's just Red gets a lot of the power ups, but a lot of the story.
A lot of the power ups, the only power ups.
So far, we still have a while to go. And Zuo the Bird. Anyway. Number 3.
Number 3, Kyoryuger.
You say what you say about Kyoryuger, you cannot deny.
I do like this roll call.
This is a very good roll call.
That's why it's number 3.
Especially when there's so many of them.
Yeah. There's
10, 11?
10. 11, but he was never really in a roll call.
Yeah, it's just after they get all 10, it's literally about 20 minutes of roll call. So.
But yet you're still having fun with it.
Yep.
The choreography is tight, and it is very well done. The titles are very fitting to what the dinosaurs that they are, or the skill set that the member brings to the team. Mm-hmm. And not only that, I can never stop myself from going Hirotoroke. It's just so fun. What?
You spit on me a little bit.
Oh no! Whatever will you do?
Number 2.
Doofuses.
Yep.
Number 2, Die Ranger.
This is so great. It's especially because we're watching as we're recording this. I always got to say that now because we start recording these in advance. But this is a Wujiya film in long form.
Yeah.
And they show this so much in their roll call, where it's their style, it's what they end up doing. It's so good. I love how fast the movements are. I love how each one is just like, I'm so different from the Ranger that came before me. Because, with the shows,
we're still the same team.
Yeah, it's like with the shows before this, there wasn't a lot of difference between like how each Ranger fought or something like that. With this one, it's how they fight really shows up in the roll call and the actual fight scenes themselves, especially with Kazu being Kira Ranger and having the drunken boxing style. It's so well done, and I love this roll call. It's my personal favorite, and I'm so happy.
One of my favorite things about it is, I mentioned this when we were discussing it, but it shows what an ensemble that Die Ranger is.
Yeah.
Red is not always at the forefront.
Yeah. That was something that always happened before.
No one is designated to say certain things. Well, I mean, aside from their own titles. Yeah. But it feels like they feel like a team.
Yeah, because with this, it's like Red, with a lot of shows, will always end up being in the center. But with this one, it's like, it really doesn't matter. Sometimes, even no one is the main. It's like, you expect Red to take forefront on the roll call. But it's like, sometimes just like Yellow will be in the middle, and Red will be like taking his spot on the side or something like that. Or everybody will move around in this roll call. So it's not always the same thing every single time. And I really like that.
But before we get to number one, the reason why this one beat out all the others is because, in my opinion, it really brings together that they are a team. It is memorable. Yes, it is long as hell, but you will never forget it. It is fun, and it is... You never cannot do it along with them.
Yes.
And number one.
Number one is Hurricane Joe.
Hurricane Rental!
Hurricane Badoo!
Hurricane Yellow!
The
Super Sentai Hurricane Joe at Sanjo!
The Kabuki Theater.
Yes.
It's
so
the best.
Fun.
The greatest.
It's the best.
It's so well done.
It's so well done for something that's kind of really, really, really silly.
Yes.
But they take it so seriously to a point. And then they just stop taking it seriously altogether.
And then they add, with the Go Riders on there, they end up having their own separate roll call. And of course, Shuri Kendra has one by himself. But it's like those main three, yes. It's basically
the fact that they actually read poetry.
Yeah. It's everything that I want.
I think that many of the villains died of boredom before they were done.
This couple died, yeah. But it's everything I want in a roll call. It's fun, it's memorable, and every single time you see it, you can't just help but go.
Because when we were watching, it was the 10 years
after special.
We were watching the 10 years after special. It showed up. They did it. And if you went to our college at this particular time and lived in our apartment, we apologize. Because all of a sudden you just heard us screaming, Sanjo! at the top of our lungs. We apologize.
It was great, and I really, really loved all of the Sanjo. And of course, you can't forget Ore Sanjo.
We haven't gotten to him yet. But those are our top 10 Sentai roll calls. If yours made the list, let us know and give us a like. And always subscribe to see more of our content. We do reviews and everything. If you've been here before, you know the drill. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.